I had to go through a lot of material that wasn't usable necessarily, but actually is part of the original plan as we would clean up.
What we're really doing is our relationships, movies we see, books that we read, and all of these things have that same story that it seems it's almost like we don't know what else to do. So I would say you might want to take a look at that and realize since we are creators, you can not play any game at all because really a game is really for fun, but we're not, life is not a game because we are life. And either play a different game, but see the games you're playing, and people will change those positions of victim, perpetrator, savior. Now, when you give up one, you're going to do the other one because that's the game. And the person hooked within that game, and where it's everywhere and said that's where it is, and people expect it, it's in absolutely every area of life. And so what we need to do is when you see it happening, then all you have to do is notice what you're doing and have that be erased and saying, I know I don't consent to this. I don't agree to this. Anything you see, you don't say, this is not my reality. I don't agree. And let it leave you as you can use your breath or however to be cleansed from your consciousness, this trauma. Now replace it with the bliss and the happiness and the love and the beauty and the harmony and da 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 that is in your heart. You see, you got to replace it. And so then that's kind of some homework for you to do. See you next time. Wow. You know, we got to have our spirit and soul. Not that they're ours, because if I say spirit and soul and I say mine, then who am I that's saying mine? Whatever. So part of that to me is to know the distinction between yourself and your super soul, or that in the Vedas call it Paramatma, or that God presence with you that you are part of in some inconceivable way. And yet when we realize that that permeates everyone and everywhere all the time, that is the essence of all life, and we are life, we want to bring our own spirit and soul in harmony with each other, which is also bringing our male and female aspects together in harmony. And you know, the seventh Hermetic axiom is called there's gender in everything. And I write about those in my book, Live Your Bliss, the Hermetic axioms. So gender is in everything, and we could see that, and this is what I learned in the Puranas and studying these parts of the Vedas, is so cool, is that in the supreme male and female beings, in the spiritual world where we all actually live in some inconceivable, magnificent way, in our true divine spiritual bodies, spirit soul bodies. And then this creation, in a sense, oftentimes this creation is a creation, and we are creators. And so what we want to do is bring in harmony our male aspect and our female aspect, and have our spirit and our soul be in harmony, and then we create powerfully.
Pretty much from the beginning, we've wanted to go to where all these videos would be public domain. So as far as, for the most part, YouTube is concerned, we've never put a copyright attachment on these. Want everyone to know that if you were to download these and use them in your own work, certainly you would get no objection from me. Because really the only way to protect these is to just give them away as they've already been. So kind of fits in nice. When we were filming on the mountain, we got this really bad wind shearing effect to where it wouldn't seem like it was windy. And then the wind shearing, it's like a pressure thing that comes in, builds up here, kicks it out over here, it does all kinds of crazy stuff. So I'm just talking over that until and then what this point is I had to go through a lot of material that wasn't usable necessarily, but actually is, and that was part of the original plan is we would take out and clean up parts of these that, were good, and especially in the context of other ones. So I'll be talking about that as we move forward as a way to best describe with labels and other things so that you'd better understand when we're putting out different types of videos. You'd see where this one's like a teaching one or something versus just the, original just talk format. So anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Work helps a lot because